Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We got another DoorDash story for you here today. These is going to be two quick bar stories. Um, so I had a delivery a few days ago, and it took quite a while. I was driving from a larger town to a smaller nearby town. And I'm driving to the small town, and I'm just like, gee, I'm going to have to drive all the way back to the main town to get another order because there's going to be nothing in the small town. But as I was driving to the delivery, I noticed this bar restaurant in town. And I didn't think anything of it because it's a bar, and it was like 10 a.m. But it kind of just registered in my head. I went and dropped off the delivery, confirmed the order, and then immediately got a notification from this other place. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what are the chances that they had an order at this one little bar in this town while I'm here? So I went to the bar and got it, and the food was all ready to go and sitting on the counter, and there was nobody else in there. The bartender was very nice. So I got that and took that, and that was actually the order that went to one of the factories that I mentioned, the factory with the nice man who opened the gates for me and explained how to get out. That was that order. And then I had to drive back to the big city. So that was, I found interesting, picking up from a bar at like 10 a.m. But it was nice and it was easy. And, I guess the guy working at the security office didn't have a lot of nearby options to order from. So that was fine. But then there was another time where I had a delivery way out in the middle of nowhere, kind of in the same general area, but opposite sides of the surrounding town. No, I'm thinking wrong. This was in a different area. Anyway, not important. My GPS is taking me out to the middle of nowhere. I'm like, don't even, at this point I've been delivering in this area for a couple weeks. And then still I'm getting to these parts that I've never seen before, never been to before. And you don't see exactly where you're going to go before you start. So I didn't realize how remote this place was going to be. But I'm taking this food. I don't remember what it was. I don't know, Taco Bell or something. And I'm delivering this food, driving out to the middle of nowhere. And my GPS takes me to this tiny little bar at this crossroads with nothing else around. And I'm just like, this is terrifying. Right? And it wasn't late at night. It was I don't remember what time it was, but it was still daylight out. But I'm just like, there's nothing around here. Nobody's at this bar. And I'm like, who's going to be sitting at a bar and order food from somewhere else and have another restaurant delivered to him inside this bar and eat it there? I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. You've probably figured it out by now if you're smarter than I am. But I seriously considered unassigning from it and taking the food back because I was so nervous about what was about to happen. But I just went in, and it was just the guy working at the bar. There were no customers in there. It probably wasn't open yet. The front door was just sitting open. So I kind of had to go there, but then there was a series of doors that I had to go to get into the actual bar. But I don't think it was actually open yet. There was no one there. It was just the guy working the bar. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. This guy probably doesn't want to eat the same bar food every day. So then I felt really dumb for not thinking of that. But yeah, two different bar deliveries. One was a pickup and one was a drop off, and both were pretty easy. Just the drop off was just and then I had to drive all the way back to the main town after that. And that bar was actually near the quarry that I then delivered to a few days later. That quarry that I mentioned that was out in the middle of nowhere, it was even further past that because I drove up to it again and I recognized it. And then I had to make a turn on a different country road and go even further down to the quarry that I screwed up in. So I'm making connections. Every day I'm making connections and I'm putting these different pieces of the puzzle together. But there you go. Short one today, but a couple bar deliveries for you. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.